They say it's all about the money, but it's not about the money. It's about the principle as well. It's about correcting an injustice, paying a blood debt, whatever you want to call it. It's about reparations, repairing. The B1 Night Rider is in the building, folks. The B1 Night Rider is in the building. No, it's not Thursday, but, you know, as long as you get your Talkz, you're good. This is Kid Gravity. Any day above ground, live it. So let's begin, folks. Let's begin. We can't play with this. Can't play with this. The B1 Night Rider is in the building. And today we are talking about the fake reparationist. Yes, we are. We are talking about the people who understand how close Black American descendants of chattel slavery are getting towards reparations, and they are actively trying to stop it, especially with the situation out in California, which is probably where we're going to start. We're going to start there. So this week, Gavin Newsom vetoed a proposed extension to the reparations bill. I mean, the reparations task force, which essentially would have allowed whoever to keep going past the due date. And of course, the Black Grassroots went out there and they said, no, sir, y'all are not going to worm extra people and legislation points into this. No, sir. That's not how these things are going to get done. We're going to dictate the conversation. And they said, all right, you know what? You guys got it. And you know the coons were upset. Oh, fucking God. They couldn't believe this, folks. They could not believe this. So here we are from the Sacramento Bee. Newsom vetoes extension for California Reparations Task Force, holding to 2023 deadline. By Marcus D. Smith. This was 11 hours ago. Governor Gavin Newsom on Thursday vetoed a bill that would have extended deadlines for the California Reparations Task Force, the committee charged with addressing the state's legacy of enslavement and discrimination. A member of the Reparations Task Force, Assemblyman Reggie Jones Sawyer, Democrat from LA, wrote the bill aiming to extend its deadline past July 1st, 2023. The bill would have given the task force another year to complete its work through July 1st, 2024. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and those that are in the comments or in the live stream, Torian Rain, hello, brother. How are you? Didn't this task force start in, I want to say 2019? I could be wrong. Correct me. I don't mind being wrong, but I believe it started in 2019. Anyway, we continue. Advocates for reparations criticized the potential delay, saying it could defer compensation to descendants of enslaved people. Secretary of State Shirley Weber, who as an assemblywoman wrote the law that created the task force, also opposed extending the deadline. Newsom, in a veto message, said he rejected the bill at Weber's request. Reparations advocate Chris Lodgson said he was thankful that Weber and others spoke out against the bill. It was a, quote, bad bill and deserved to be vetoed, said Lodgson, a member of Code for a Just and Equitable California. The governor made the right decision. As reparations advocates, our job is to make sure the reparations development process is open, transparent, led by the descendant community, free from political influence. This Reggie Jones Sawyer clown seems like he was trying to actively sabotage it, because with another year, he could be influenced by them Latinos or other groups to try to crowbar other ethnicities into this bill. Brother Tony Rain said, I heard not so good things about that Sawyer guy. Yeah, I heard some things as well. I may still do that video on him, but I'm still searching out content, see if it's even worthy. But congratulations to California for getting through that roadblock. That seems like it was a major roadblock towards the eventual goal of getting reparations for descendants of chattel slavery out there. So the fight will continue, and us here at Beyond Borders Media will be rooting for you heavy. Oh, by the way, Mr. Reggie Jones Sawyer, sir, you tried it. Yes, you did. You tried it. And guess what happened when you tried it?
See, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Yes, sir. The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. 25 Kid, hello, sir. And shout out to M. Flournoy and Codified Trucking Company over on Patreon. Salute to y'all. I will have an exclusive video for you by the end of the day. You'll like it. So if you want that exclusive video, sign up for the Patreon. But let's continue, folks. So for those who were not in the know, today I had done a Twitter space doing a call out, having an open discussion, if you will, about why we keep seeing Caribbeans and Africans so upset at the movement for reparations here. And it was a very productive space. It went about, I want to say, an hour and a half. Yeah, it was about an hour and a half, maybe almost 2 hours. It was almost 2 hours, but it was pretty good. And nobody went in there trolling. Nobody argued. I mean, there were points that people wanted to refute, which was fine. I let people have it. But yeah, we had some Africans come up in there and express, their concerns about what's going on, but they also expressed their support for what Black Americans are doing. And those are the type of conversations we need to have, because like I keep saying, there's a lot of us out there that support you guys, but a lot of the times they're afraid to speak up because a lot of the diaspora does not want that. They don't want that unity for whatever reason. So shout out to that. I have it here on YouTube. So after you consume this live stream, if you want, you can go over there and listen to the replay. But let's continue, folks. We got to talk about my state. My state. Oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. You not know what you did, ma'am. You not know what you did. Oh, by the way, Reggie Jones Sawyer, before I get to your friend Stacy, you have earned this.
Or a triple coup.
You are a triple coon, sir, for putting up that bill, knowing what that bill was going to do. You didn't say sorry. And I think you're one of the two people on that panel that are actively trying to sabotage this movement for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, we're not playing this game with you, sir. Not today, not no day. But let's continue. Oh, Stacy, you not know what you did. You not know what you did, Stacy. Ma'am, I don't know how else I'm gonna say this. You over the last week and a half have lost the black vote. We're just not even gonna sugarcoat this. I'm drinking on that good ginger beer, by the way. A little bit of Caribbean. But yeah, you not know what you did, Stacy. So, for those who don't know, Stacy had a lawsuit in particular to voting rights. She keeps saying that, you know, Kemp and his Republican buddies are trying to stifle voting in the state. And she sued. Now, this was way back in 2018, same year she ran the first time and lost. So it's been a 4-year battle. And unfortunately for Stacy and her group, she lost her lawsuit yesterday. Yes, the decision was brought down by the judge. He said he did not find any violation of constitutional rights of voters, ruling in favor of the state on all remaining issues in the lawsuit filed nearly 4 years ago. And he even expressed that the system's not perfect, but given what has gone on, it's actually not as bad as other states. And Torian, you on fire today. She says she remembers what she ate last night. God, dog. But anyway, folks. So, Twitter was alight over this. And then you say to yourself, what white supremacist would side with Governor Kemp? There they go again. Must be one of his college buddies, and he was that guy. There's going to be voter suppression again in November when we all have to go to the polls. Hell, we can even go October 17th when early voting opens up. And it was a judge in Atlanta. So who is this white supremacist? Who is this white Oh. Yes, I'm imitating Jason Black. We got to blow this up. My God. The judge was black. The judge was black. An older black man. Judge Jones, United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia. He joined the court in 2011 after being nominated by Barack Obama, aka Barry Soetoro. Prior to becoming a federal judge, Jones was a judge on the Western Circuit of the 10th Superior Court District of Georgia. So a Democratic judge ruled against Stacy, a black man. When Stacy got the ruling yesterday from this black man, how do you think she felt, folks? Kind of like this. Oh yes, folks. Stacy was tight. She was a hot mess. Somebody go check on Stacy for me. Hang on 1 second. That's right, folks. She was disappointed. She felt like Carl Winslow. Hello, RG Titan. Salute to you. Salute to you. But yes, folks, a black male judge ruled against Stacey. So we add this to the rant that she's going to do the night of the election when she loses. She's going to specifically call out this black man by name. So it says U.S. District Judge Steve Jones Friday ruled in favor of the state on all remaining issues in the lawsuit that was filed nearly 4 years ago. The federal lawsuit alleged serious problems with Georgia's election system. It was filed in 2018 by Fair Fight Action, an organization founded by Abrams, a voting rights activist and a Democratic nominee for Georgia governor. Jones wrote that while Georgia's election system is not perfect, the practices challenged in the lawsuit don't violate the Constitution or the voting rights of 1965. Ain't that something? Stacey. It's okay, sis. You got about 5 weeks. You're down 7 points, but you got 5 weeks. You're better off conceding now. But the other controversy with old Stacey is last week we reported here, along with other outlets and new black media, that Stacey got ran down on not once but twice. And the subject of reparations came up. And there seems to be some confusion about what she said because the one video most of us saw, she was walking in somewhere and the guy point blank asked her, how do you feel about reparations? And it did sound like she said no reparations. Now, that's been a point of contention. But then again, we have the other widely circulated video of her being asked about reparations in Kennesaw and she performing word salad. So if you want to count it by numbers, she's 1-1. She's 1-1. We're going into the third round. Folk, lest we forget, Stacey Abrams has had a stance on reparations. A lot of people may not know this or remember this. And before we get to it, I'll just read Torian Rain's comment. He said, crazy to believe we are almost a month exactly to that day. It's going to be madness, a multiverse of madness. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There's a lot of people that think Texas is going to go blue, Arizona go red. I don't know where they got the Texas part from, but I could see Arizona going red because Kari Lake, a half black woman, might become governor of that state. So we'll be watching for Arizona. There might be a bloodbath. Well, there is going to be a bloodbath in the House and Senate. So, yeah. This hijacked woke narrative might be going away. And when I mean hijack woke, I mean they take in the term woke and trying to attach everything to it to try to make them seem like they're so progressive, but they're regressive. But that's another subject for another day. But back to Stacey. Stacey has always had a stance on reparations, folks. Oh, yes. This is courtesy of The Rot. Shout out to Professor Black Truth. The Rot. Now, this black man point blank asked her about reparations. What do you think she said? Let's see what she said.
Do you believe that black people should receive reparations?
I believe.
Simple question. Simple question. Yes, Tori. Yes. We all hope so. And I'll explain why we need this to happen. You'll like my reasoning. But she was asked a very simple question, folks. Do you believe that black people deserve reparations? I'll play it again.
Do you believe that black people should receive reparations?
I'm sorry, not deserve, receive. Very simple question. Do you believe black people should receive reparation? Let's see what Stacy said.
I believe African Americans, African Americans and Native Americans are entitled to reparations. We are the two communities who were legally disenfranchised from the inception of this country, and we are the two communities who had legal structures that were put in place for such a long period of time that our ability to achieve and access opportunity at a level that was commensurate with the rest of America was just not available.
As you're
Let's play it again.
I believe African Americans and Native Americans are entitled to reparations. We are the two communities who were legally disenfranchised from the inception of this country, and we are the two communities who had legal structures that were put in place for such a long period of time that our ability to achieve and access opportunity at a level that was commensurate with the rest of America was just not available.
Oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. Brother Torian Ray's pissed. Brother Torian, can I just say she needs a PPP? Yes, Torian. See, that's why I played the question that he posed twice, because this is what they like to do. This is what they like to do. Change because you hear terms that are closely associated with black people, so you can muddy the water. By the way, this was in 2019. Let's see. McFack, hello. You said he didn't ask about so-called Native Americans. Okay, that is correct. RG Titan, see how she tried to all lives matter our reparations claim. Yes, sir. There were blacks who were natives, but that's not who she's talking about. She's talking about the red Native Americans. That's who she's talking about. And yes, Stacy did mess up. Ah, very good. Thank you, Torian. She will get one. McFack, hello. Okay. Now, Stacy, you know better than that. Native Americans have gotten legislation on the books for them, Stacy. We know this. They get land that sometimes they don't have to pay tax on. The casinos, enough said. They're given if you can prove your Native American ancestry. Some colleges will let you go there for free. No scholarship, no nothing. They will let you go there for free. They have provisions on the books to help them succeed. You know damn well they give black people the bare minimum because that's the perfect underclass. You have an achieving sector of your populace that could one day take over, and you know that because that populace has watched you from the inception of people being over here, how you operate. They have the best blueprint on you, and your ass knows that they circumvent black people every day because they're scared of what black people can accomplish. Beatzilla, hello. B1, salute to you. And yo duplicitous ass sat right there. He asked you a straightforward question. Do you believe black people should receive reparations? You went and said black, you said African American and Native Americans. Then word salad the rest of the answer. But you had more to say. Holy shit. Why did it do that? Motherfucker. Wait a minute. Why the hell did it do that? Oh no, you didn't. I do not know why they did that. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Hang on. What the fuck? Why did you just? All right, that should be fine. All right, back to what I was saying. I gotta reshare this damn. Okay. Okay. I don't know why my thing just did that. I'm sorry, folks. So sorry. I don't know why I did that. Okay, back to this. All right, let's see what else she had to say.
As you're thinking about running for whatever office you decide eventually, is that going to be a part
Which
of
you-
your plan
Which is governor.
in regards to formulating what reparations could look like for us?
Okay. Now, I don't know if this guy is a descendant of child slavery here in America. I don't know. But that was a nice question. Whatever office you're running for, will you have legislation drafted to get reparations? Fair question. Let's see what she says.
I think that we have to have
Once you start stuttering, once you have to stutter, we got a problem.
a conversation about what reparations should look like, and that shouldn't be the domain of a single person. In part because I don't know enough to know what the answer is, but I should be a part of the conversation and part of convening those who can provide an answer, because this is a complex issue, and I think anyone who would say that it's simplistic is being disingenuous.
Let's play that again. I want everybody to get the full flavor.
To have a conversation.
Now we're gonna go back a little bit.
What reparations could look like for us?
I think that we have to have a conversation about what reparations should look like, and that shouldn't be the domain of a single person. In part because I don't know enough to know what the answer is, but I should be a part of the conversation and part of convening those who can provide an answer, because this is a complex issue, and I think anyone who would say that it's simplistic is being disingenuous.
Right. So you just said, now I want y'all to peep what she just did in that minute clip. I want y'all to peep what she just did. So the first question he asked about receiving reparations, she said African Americans and Native Americans. She was very direct. He asked a follow-up question. She said, I don't know enough, and it's not down to one person. But as one person, Stacey, you made a determination that African Americans and Native Americans should get reparations. But then you don't know enough. You've heard the reparations talk. It didn't just start in 2019. You heard this. You know exactly who's asking for reparations. We're not doing this. You were very direct with the first question. The second question, you said, I think. You're a flip-flop artist, ma'am. Torian's still hitting her below the belt. And you better hold on tight because her fall will equate to an earthquake. Atlanta does not need that. Yes, Speed Zilla, that word salad is a beast. She learned well from Kamami. The date of that interview was November. And we remember what happened. Kamami was gone out of the Democratic running for president. RG Titan said her and Pastor Pork Chop are taking major L's because we're not messing with her down here. Oh, yes. Well, listen, Herschel Walker is about to become a senator. October 10th is going to be hilarious. That is the night of their only debate. That night is going to be hilarious. And I will be live streaming it. Oh, yes, I am. I need all that. Let's see. McFag, laugh out loud. They don't need conversations with Afghans, Ukrainians, Katabawa Indians, AAPI, the undocumented, et cetera, get money. Dude, nobody consulted us when Biden gave 49.5 to the Asians down here and the task force. And we didn't get consulted. I got Beto O'Rourke over there in Texas talking about it, and there shouldn't be a border wall, but Texas wants to vote for that. Yeah, that should be fun. He pissed off that Governor Wheels, I took that Torian, didn't want people having a debate, and then the left trying to make it seem like that Wheels was getting trounced, and it didn't even look like that. But let him tell it. Beto O'Rourke does not want to be governor of Texas, folks. And for those who think that, you're a dumbass. He's doing this to get back in the national spotlight. He's been doing a shitty job as transportation secretary, and him trying to go for that is a plausible way of him not being fired by Biden. He ain't gonna win, folks, but this works for him because he could get his platform out there to Texas. So then when they try to start the debates next year, he will have a firm leg up with all the other people that are going to be on that dais, including Matthew McConaughey. And I know a lot of y'all are laughing. You watch. You wait till after these midterms. You're going to start hearing Matthew McConaughey's name more. They're purposely keeping him silent right now. You watch. The only time you may see him come outside is if he endorses Beto, which he already did, but he might come out on an event for him somewhere in like Houston or Dallas, somewhere. But wait till after the midterms. He's going to be out there. Let's see. B one first. B first is, I guess. Yeah, B first is. Hello, welcome. It's a huge show that reparations has to be studied. This is their way of conning tax money out of us to make it seem like they're doing something. It's so easy to get reparations done. They could literally do it tomorrow. Biden could literally sign it into law by the end of next week. Easily. But they don't want to do it because, again, y'all would become the second biggest economy in the country and top 10 in the world. They don't want that. Do you understand you guys could buy a table, you could buy a seat at the UN? You guys could literally, if they gave y'all reparations, you could go have a seat at the UN. They don't want that. And it'd be even funnier because since the UN is owned by the US, they would essentially be giving you a paycheck. And the representative of the UN and their entourage would have diplomatic immunity. I'm sorry, folks. It's windy down here. So it must be messing with the internet. Do Native Americans have a seat? That's a good question. Let's look that up. Native Americans have a seat at the UN. That's a very interesting question. Let's see what came up. I appreciate that question, B first is. Let's look that up. Okay, why don't they have representation in Congress? First Nations and Native Americans. Oh, they got a seat at the climate table. Okay. No, they don't have a seat at the UN. Don't need one if not necessary. Cut the check. Of course, cut the check. I'm just saying, you guys basically become your own nation and basically go to UN if you wanted. I know y'all don't want the government. You don't want to be nowhere near that government. But that was a good question. I appreciate that. I learned something new today. But yes, Stacy, it's not looking good. Folks, I said this on Torian's show yesterday. This is how desperate they are. This is the third one I got this week. This is the third different group that sent me something about voting for Stacy. Now, this is the nurses. I'm guessing the nurses union. Yeah. This is the third one. Like, they're that desperate. I have no party of affiliation, but all the Democrats are doing is sending me stuff. Like, I'm gonna switch. I guess because I live in a Democratic county. Nope, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. Torian said, burning in your fireplace to stay warm. Maybe I'll put it in the boiler. I don't have a fireplace here. Let's see. Beth, welcome. She won't win. Laugh out loud. She won't. Let's see. Black first is great. So Black Americans could very well become like Native Americans and live in harmony. Do they live in harmony though? I don't know. Do Native Americans live in harmony? I'm not sure. Maybe somebody can tell me that. Torian says because you're Black. No, my parents have a fireplace. It's just, you know. Strike one, African American Stacy. I heard some rumors, folks, and I don't know if this is true or not, that she might be Jamaican. That's what I'm hearing. And it's something about her nose. I've seen Jamaicans with that nose. I don't know. But this is what I'm hearing. She's actually Jamaican. But of course, you know, she's one of the top mammies, so they scrub most of her history. But, you know, maybe it'll come out after she loses. Who knows? Maybe she'll embrace her whatever heritage she has. Torian said, well, this is B first. Much better than Black. Let's see. He said, brand new day is going to be the theme song when this election is over. Yeah, I guess. I'll let y'all pick the song. I know the MAGA folk finna go play Let's Go Brandon. I know that for sure. Trump gonna do his victory laps all day. He done pissed off the Asians this morning, so yesterday, so I'm gonna let him ride. I ain't even gonna talk about that man. That man got the problem with AAPI right now. So B first said they do politics when it's important to agenda. Oh yeah. Well, remember what I told y'all with AAPI down here. They got Biden in, and they talking about he We coming for them seats in Atlanta. They want Atlanta, folks. That's why I'm going so hard against Stacey as well. She's going to kill the economy of black folks in this city. We can't have that, because without that, we basically have no political power here. Let's see. Torian said, "What we need to see is the exit poll of the Latino community after the election. Since she want to claim she gonna do so much for them, the Latinos are going to vote for Kim. I'm telling you right now, they're not voting for her." He asked, "What did he do?" All right, we'll pull it up. We'll do it for the folk. We'll pull it up. So, Trump yesterday went out on Truth Social, his social media website, app, whatever you want to call it. And he put out this truth. Now, that's what he calls it. I'm not saying it's true, but this is what he calls it when you put out a message on there too. It's called a truth. Be first to the strategy is that, and Major, you seem new. Hello. I'm in ATL too. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. And Major, I think I do know you. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We should, when she loses, Atlanta should stop and party for 5 minutes. You know, do the cha-cha slide like they did up in DC, but we not like that down here, I don't think. But yeah, let's blow this up so we can read what he said yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll read it. It says, "Is McConnell approving all of these trillions of dollars worth of Democrat-sponsored bills without even the slightest bit of negotiation because he hates Donald J. Trump and he knows I am strongly opposed to them? Or is he doing it because he believes in the fake and highly destructive Green New Deal and is willing to take the country down with him? In any event, either reason is unacceptable. He has a death wish, must immediately seek help and advice from his China-loving wife, Coco Chow." Yeah. Oh, the white liberal got pissed. Oh, when I tell you the white liberal got pissed, white liberal got pissed. Now, Torian Rain and myself, we have gone in on Mitch McConnell. This is Mitch McConnell's wife. Yes, that white supremacist, one of the ultimate white supremacists in Congress, has an Asian wife. Yes, that is her. We're going to blow up the picture. We blew the picture up. I need y'all to see this. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Yes, I need y'all to see this. This is who Donald Trump made fun of. Oh, wow. You got banned from Twitter. Should have joined 6zeros.net. Ha. No, I'm just playing. No, I don't want to steal that man's shine. I'm not doing that. But yes, folks, Donald Trump made fun of her yesterday. Yes, Asians do identify as white. She sleeps in a bed. She sleeps in a coffee. God, dog. But yes, folks, the goddamned white liberals went off yesterday. They went off. They were so hurt, and the political pundits, they were so hurt. That man said that the white liberals actually stood up for white Republicans for once. What did I tell y'all? Watch when these midterms are over, then white liberals are going to become white conservatives. You watch what I tell you. White conservatism after these midterms are going to be where the money is. They're going to start becoming more white conservatives, and there's not enough seats for the conservatism side, so they're going to start going after the black conservatives. You wait. But yeah, they were blasting Trump yesterday, boy. Would you like to see what they were saying about old Donald? Let's see what they were saying about old Donald. Let's see. We go, and Tariq's trending, so that's interesting. By the way, the word shit was trending today. Let's see. Here we go. Occupy Democrats. Of course, they want to say something. Yesterday, Donald Trump's 2024 hopes go up in flames as new polling reveals that only 35% of voters believe he should ever be allowed to be a president again. A truly pathetic number that proves the investigations have destroyed him. Retweet if you never voted, if you'd never vote for Donald Trump. Okay, again, you polled 35% of whatever breakdown you did. That's not the entire country, sir, or ma'am, or people. I don't know what pronouns you assholes use over there, but you got it. Let's see. Yeah, they were lighting him up. Oh, I love this comment. Trump just issued a death threat in all caps against Mitch McConnell on Truth Social. That also included a racial slur against his wife. Rock bottom has a basement. It's Donald Trump. That wasn't a death threat, but go off. Like I said, some of us like our some of us like our white supremacists overt because we need to know how to deal with them. But, you know, now all of a sudden y'all care about Republicans, which was funny to me. That's really why I spotlighted that little segment. White liberals actually standing up for white Republicans. Do y'all understand that Democrats were standing up for Mitch McConnell, who hates them? See how white power works? But I got flamed for saying that we should have stood up for Tim Scott when they started calling him Uncle Tim. I got flamed for that. I was like, yeah, okay. Everything works out eventually, but let's see. Let's go back to the comments for a second. Y'all need to leave that man alone. I'll keep going. Turkey neck Mitch. Let's see. Yes, this is true. Her daddy owns a railroad company or something in China. Oh, yeah. She's an heiress. We know this. That's why he married her. So when China ever takes over, he's good. If he's still, kicking around. Let's see. Maya Flores. Yes. Texas. They're getting paid. Please let that happen soon. Donald Trump should not. We don't know. Again, I said we'll see how the midterms play out. If the midterms play out the way I think they do, you have a good chance of seeing him run again. Where are any other choices for equality? I don't know. There aren't any white liberals in sense or regards for blacks. Have we truly seen one in politics? A white liberal? No. They all griff. Remember, y'all thought it was Sean King. Y'all thought he was black first. Not y'all, but a lot of people thought he was black first, and they found out he was a white guy, and he's just been grifting money out of black folks. He ain't really stood up for us. He just knows how to play the game. I'm really thinking a white liberal. Nah, Brother Malcolm was right. The white liberal is the most dangerous person to a black person. Yes, Lil Talcum X. Yes, Lil Talcum X. Bechamel T. Washington. That's what I call him. I also call him Jesse Jackoff. Exactly. For a quick second, cons were in play. Miss Major said it's really Sean King's black wife who is the brains of the operation. She's pulling the strings. Could be. I mean, he ain't been functioning well the last couple of years. Ever since he got exposed for having that house in Jersey, and finding out that he used donation money to buy it, and then he ran off of social media. And now all of a sudden he's back trying to reinvent himself. No, sir, we know who you are. But yeah, let's get Trump off the screen. Let's get Trump off the screen. But yeah, folks, this is the show today. The fake reparationist. The fake reparationist is very dangerous because they try to take over something that's near and dear to a lot of people's hearts and the way they vote and move out here. And a lot of people have fought and died to get the opportunity to see what is transpiring in California. We cannot have that being railroaded because you may not be part of it. And because you're not a part of it, you're going to actively sabotage it. Nah, we're not going for that. We have something for you.
Sorry, triple cool.
Yes, you are a triple coon. And you need to be put in the dumpster with the rest of the triple coons. But folks, let's get into it. You know what time it is. And if you don't, you're going to find out what time it is. It is time for Twitter things. That's right, folks. This section of the show is where I show my curated videos from Twitter for the week. So some are going to be funny, some are going to be downright sad, and some we're going to have conversations on, and it might not be to what you like. But we're going to have fun regardless. But before we start, B First said, currently the coons don't have this way. They never did. This is like, you know what the coons are like? The coons are like Ken Masters from Street Fighter. When he throws his Hadoken, it stops after about 2 seconds. It loses power. It doesn't go straight across the screen. Let's see. Many skinfolk, not kinfolk, could be perceived as criminals or treasonous. Well, there's some situations going on out there, so a lot of people are cleaning up. Yeah, that don't work. A lot of people are cleaning up right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Treason isn't met with much politicking. Shout out to Torian. Yes. Please catch me because these folks blocked 2 of my accounts because of my criticisms of Stacey Abrams. I don't know what that. Can you elaborate on that? Maybe you. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. But let's go to Twitter things. So we'll start with this. So it says, Dad, just put whatever mommy gets in your basket. And the daughter threw a whole bottle of wine in there. So just to let you females know, your daughters will snitch on you. Your daughters will snitch on you. Well, let's continue. We got this here up in Syracuse. Dad playing with his kids. So nice. Kids playing with kids. So nice. So they're doing backflips on the seesaw. Oh, Lord. The boy jumped too early. Now, the first boy did it right. He's going to be a Power Ranger. That second boy, he goddamn Putty Patrol. That what happened when they kicked the putties in Power Rangers. They went flying like that. Let's see. Oh, no. Let's move down a little bit. This commercial is hilarious. But let me just answer in major real fast. Catch me up. Oh, what Stacy's doing? Oh, you know what? Stacy has said a lot in 2 weeks. Your best bet, watch the show from the beginning She said her Twitter accounts, they blocked her. They banned her off Twitter. Like, the Negro, the Coons reported her for probably talking real shit. Yeah, Stacy said some stuff, but oh, you know what Stacy's doing. Okay. Yeah, we can talk on the back end. Yeah, I don't know if anybody saw this commercial, but this is Ted Kennedy out of Louisiana. He's trying to run for governor. This mother says so. He said something. Wow, boy. Who ready to hear what he said? Who ready to hear what he said? Oh, I said catch me up on Twitter because I'm banned. Oh, that there's a situation going on with Tariq Nasheed and a group of I don't even know what to call them. Like a group that's a Black American. It's I don't know how to explain it. Okay. There was a group that went viral for having a Twitter space saying how they want to protect their lineage. And Tariq came in there and it spiked the views. Yes. Yes, them. Yeah, they had a falling out with Tariq and Tariq's been flaming them for the last 3 days. So basically they had events last weekend and they're blaming us for not reporting it or reporting on it. But they're mostly blaming Tariq because even though he was at the Revolt Summit last weekend, he should have shouted him out. Yet, footage just dropped that same weekend of him shouting out those events. So they did some spaces, and just went in on him, and he just basically said enough. But folks, I do not want to litigate what's going on there because I do not involve myself with that stuff. I don't want that in the chat. That's how I interpret it. Let's leave them alone. That's over there. But like I said, this is John Kennedy down in Louisiana trying to become governor. And he put out this ad, and just listen to the end of it.
Please. Look, if you hate cops just because of the cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. I'm John Kennedy, and I approve this message, please.
One more time.
Look, if you hate cops just because of the cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. I'm John.
He reminds me of that sheriff down there who was going after that gang, and he had all his boys outside all tooled up saying he was ready to go to war. He said, go get a crackhead. God, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. My wife and I laugh because we did not expect that man to say that. Shout out to Tony Carter for putting that up. But let's continue. Shout out to Harriet Eve 9. She put this up.
And the growers saying, why are you shipping these?
Now, Nancy's talking about basically why is DeSantis giving away migrant workers, sending them up north when she could keep them. So guess what she said?
We have a shortage of workers in our country, and you see even in Florida, some of the farmers and the growers saying, why are you shipping these immigrants up north? We need them to pick the crops down here. We have a shortage of workers in our country, and you see
plenty of black folks that would do that job. There are plenty of black folks that would do that job. There was an idiot on Twitter this week who tried to play that card too, and we shut them down real quick. Who said, well, no, I'm sorry, a Twitter space. And somebody from the UK said, oh, the economy would collapse. The US economy would collapse without migrant workers. That's what they said. The US economy is built for migrants. That's what they said. And I regulated. And if you don't believe me, ask LaFarmer Irie on Twitter. I regulated his ass. I gave him 2 examples of what happens when you get rid of migrant workers and you put black folks in those positions. You don't lose productivity and you'll gain productivity. No, RG Titan, she is not remedial. She's saying the part out loud. They value migrant workforces more than black American workforces. She just can't come out and bring black people into this. They want the migrant workforce because they can go to the corporations and undercut the pay of Americans, especially black Americans. Because we're not going to go, I don't care what kind of black person you are, you're not going to go into a field in Florida in August to pick fruit for $5 an hour. That's not happening. And it's not your farm? No. We can understand if it's your farm. Yes, you cultivated that. You're going to go and make sure your farm is straight. But to work for somebody else to go pick fruit? No. But let's continue because Nancy didn't have enough to drink that day. She didn't have enough to drink. Here we go. All right, here we go. Now, quick backstory. Now, this is from some blue check Daddy Hope. I don't know who the hell this is. Now, this is way back in March when they started the reparations talk. So let's see what they said.
Just gonna say something over one here. We need you to Lego the head of state. Lego the head of state. Give it for our original sovereignty. The one that was here before any ship turn up, before any colonizer turn up. You see what I said, the freedom that we had as a people to express and be who we were. And even as hard as them still trying today to still keep us as that slave, where we were never slaves and we'll never settle to be just slaves. So we are saying, ease out.
Anything to say to Prime Minister Holness?
Prime Minister Holness do the right thing now, my lord. They get the opportunity to stand up for Jamaica people, for true, like on a real level, not just from the political partisan way. So for once and for all, you know, you just become privy counsel to this lady. At least tell me why. Tell me how we are going to benefit with you being privy counsel to this lady and this monarch. We do it where them do it as a people, and we're still under it. The youths them we are dead in the garrison are them under it. The poverty amongst the regular Jamaican are them under it. Anybody in a Jamaica will feel like they can be okay and they can drive them big vehicles and move along easy is because them is a part of the sellout. If you understand the struggle where the real Jamaican would have liked their years so today, would have liked come stand up out here so and look over in embassy, in British embassy and say, we don't like you know. Them can't come because them have to get the food for them, you them eat. You see me I say, Andrew, the job what you do, poor my lad. What you do to Jamaican people, the real people where it matter to, poor. Yeah.
There you go. I discussed this 2 weeks ago about wholeness. He don't care. The man are rather, I'm not going to go into the accent. The man would rather worry about his house and how people are viewing him buying money and getting the money to purchase his house than worrying about the crime down there, worrying about Babylon. That's the police. The man had 3 days of shooting in one neighborhood. He finally said, okay, I got to go put cameras there. Shaggy and his wife hold a benefit concert. They took 400 million Jamaican dollars. And he not asking where this money is, where are the beds for these hospitals that you were going to get. He don't even have an inquiry. But he can take time to say, Jamaica's going to have 12 days of mourning, and I'm going to go fly up to the UK. By the way, he needed a visa to go mourn this woman. But not asking, he didn't go talk about reparations because he knows what's going to happen. You give the people in Jamaica enough financial security and the movement and the freedom to move. He ain't going to have no problem. He going to have problems. That's why I say he ain't going to have no problem. He going to have problems because they ain't going to listen to that man no more. They'll start their own government. The government for the people, because the PNP ain't working down there. And the JNP ain't working. But for all those who hate on reparations, there you go. That's in Jamaica. Y'all would cheer this, but y'all won't cheer when the people up here do it. Torian off topic, one of my favorite Jamaican sayings of "Suck your mother." Stop it. Those are fighting words. You never tell somebody for y'all go suck your mother, boy. That's just as worse when y'all say SMD up here. Except down there, they got the machetes. They will chop you up. You tell us, yo, hey boy, I go suck your mother. What? All right. I'll see you. All black people everywhere need to govern ourselves. Well, that's the plan. That's the plan. But let's continue. Shout out to that woman. Maybe I can find out who she is. Maybe I'll bring her on the show. All right, let's go. Leave me alone. Notifications. Y'all will like this. I hope I don't get in trouble with copyright. Hang on.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She's learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another brittle little skin. Save her mind, hold her hand, yeah. Don't believe a lie, you understand me. Hey, walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch when she reach, like the angels do, and you gon' make it through now, yeah. Tell her about the healer, greater is the one within her, call him as the leader. Teach her how to hold her pretty hand up to the sky and have her weight up on the gable. You'll deliver like a dealer. Take her higher, higher, fly out the valley and fire. Take her higher, higher, fly up the valley
That was nice, folks. That was nice. But I do have one criticism. Those kids must be immortal because the fact that they're letting their sister on that skateboard be so close to the china cabinet, yeah, they must have they must have got their soul snatched before. That I watched that video about twice, and I swear to God, the first time I was like, something gonna happen. She gonna knock into that thing gonna fall over. So yeah, that was the only thing. I had a little bit of anxiety watching this video. But shout out to Miria for putting this up. Tyrone Simpson. I feel you on that, but we're not talking about them over here. Please do not bring them back up over here. I am asking y'all. Yes, I mean, listen, either that or they got rabbit ear, they got rabbit feet somewhere around there. But let's keep going. We move down. I bookmarked this post about the Belle Biv DeVoe. We're not going to get into that. Yeah. 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 They said she looked like she snorted a drumstick. Yeah. Shout out to Tweety Montgomery for this. Yeah, I don't even want to blow it up. She looked like that alien at a Total Recall. Yeah. Damn. Feel bad for her. Just dunk her in the ice. Don't even put the bag up there. Just dunk her in the ice. But let's continue. I can't play that because they have guns. Who wants to laugh? Let's laugh. Now, this is CNN's coverage of the Hurricane Ian. And shout out to the Florida family. I hope you're safe. But yeah, so you know how they got boots on the ground. They have the reporter there. So let's see how they feel.
For only the most extreme moments, they don't issue those lightly.
So yeah, so I think this is when it was category 4. So you can see how much the wind is blowing, how hard it's blowing, that this guy is sitting here. He can't even stand up straight and the camera's just moving. I mean, it looks bad.
And clearly, the way that we're getting whipped around and battered by this violent wind is enough reason for us, the National Weather Service,
What the hell is that?
to issue those extreme wind warnings. Look.
CNN, were you caught lying again? Were you caught lying again? I think you were caught lying again. That man in the background was smooth trucking to his car. Okay. They were smooth trucking along. He got in his car and bonked out. Oh, CNN, you know what you're not doing. Let's continue. Here's our favorite. I don't care about the ad. Let's go.
Look, along with Secretary Mayorkas, I'm also committed to fixing the immigration system for good.
Oh, I would love to hear how you're going to do that.
Providing a pathway for dreamers. Can you imagine if maybe some of you were dreamers? It's like, I don't know what people expect to say when your mom's taking you across the Rio Grande and say, no, Mom, I'm staying here. I'm not going. I'm going to make my choice. Come on. This is bizarre. The temporary status holders, farm workers, and essential workers as well. We have to do more to modernize the laws so business can get workers they need and families don't have to wait decades to be together. Look, along with Secretary
That's you, sir. That's you, sir. Here's how you fix the workforce problem. You get the people that have IDs and social security cards, you get them in those positions. And whatever you have left over, as long as they got papers and we can track them, then you can give them the rest of the jobs. You work for America, sir. Now you can say America's a corporation and all this, that's fine. But you have 335 million people you need to answer to. And I ain't talking about the illegals. I'm talking about people that have ID, people that have established roots here. You keep playing. Here's the problem, sir. When you and your buddies lose in 5 weeks and the Republicans take over and you try to play lame duck status and all this, we're not going to let you forget any of this stuff that you were saying. Y'all want to play with the $5 an hour crowd because you don't want to pay somebody $16 an hour to go pick fruit, or you don't want to pay something close. Let me ask the family a question since y'all in here. Now, they keep talking about this minimum wage thing. I came up with a compromise. Let me see if y'all like my compromise. I think any job that involves fast food and similar jobs like that, jobs that don't require too much schooling and training to do, I think for across the country, I think you should cap it at $10. I think if you have to go get a job where there's skilled labor involved, minimum wage should be 15. And then everything else after that, that can be negotiated via the company and the person applying for it. That's how I think they should run that. Because 15 across the board is stupid. I think that's how you should run that. Let me know if you agree with me in the comment thread or you disagree with me in the comment thread. I would love to. I want to hear thoughts. Let's see. I could commit to Joe's first executive order involved open borders. I don't know if you. Oh wait. Wasn't Joe's first executive order? Well, he stopped the wall building. I know that was one of those. He stopped the wall building. Let's see. Ms. Major said, I don't agree that people doing the most work make the least. No, that's what I'm saying. If it doesn't take that much, you go $10. But everything else should be negotiated based on what the market dictates. Like, you ain't fixing to go pay no nurse $15 an hour just so you want to save a couple $1 million a year. That's not fair. But I think if you work at McDonald's, you should not be getting paid $15 an hour to work the register or do mopping and sanitation. That's retarded. There's line cooks working at prominent restaurants around the country. They're not even touching 20. And they're dealing with way more. Let's see. Tell the people working at Popeyes that when the chicken sandwich came out. Shit, they were. We all saw that viral picture of that lady slunched over. She's like, there ain't no way I'm paying. I should be getting paid $12 to go deal with people. No. I don't think they should. Me personally, this is what I think. I don't think fast food workers should be getting 15 unless you've been there. Just to start out with 15, that's wild. How is places like Mississippi and South Dakota and all these smaller states supposed to keep up with that? Let's see. The cost of living is way higher now. $25 an hour isn't enough to pay $2,000 rent. You're partly right. I mean, I'm paying $1,500, and I'm making 26. So you're partly right. It just depends on what city you live in. Like LA, that argument could work because they talking about $4,000 a month rent. I mean, New York just got up to like $5,000 average. Let's see. We live in ATL. 15 hours not enough. It's not enough. But you gotta understand, every state can't afford 15 across the board for minimum wage. That's just the situation we're in right now. The economics aren't working out because every time wages get increased, they up everything else. And you're seeing it right now with the inflation. People can't get their supplies. So whatever's on hand, they jack up. And these landlords don't give a damn because they'll just jack up the rent because they say, oh, I got to make my mortgage payments. Bullshit. If you have it full and people are paying $1,200 a month, that's fine. You can still make your mortgage payments. Y'all are just being greedy right now because you see a break in the system. That ain't gonna work. That's why they're moving in the migrants. They're gonna live 10 to a one bedroom, pay whatever they have in order to stay in the country. That's why we have to very, 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 very firmly push close them borders. I told you, I agreed with what Trump said when he said they have to come in legally. There's a process. I agreed with him on that. But, Democrats don't want that because they think it's just funny that they keep doing this. They keep letting people in and then they find out later they're conservative and run to the Republican Party. So they try to get the kids, but they got to wait like 10 years. But, they'll learn in 5 weeks. Now, who's riding Sassy Atlantic Airlines? Who's riding Sassy? Who riding this? It got music. Pronoun badges. All right. You want staff to embrace their individuality and be their true selves at work. Okay. Why is this Negro sashaying? It's attracted a mix of reactions online, I'm sure. Others called out Virgin for the lack of customer service attention. God, dog. Why as a male do you want to wear a skirt? I'm just trying to understand this. Let's see. You have to bring manufacturing back to. That's something I preach on here as well. I want to see. That's why I preach a lot. Get the high schools recertified. We need those jobs. Oh, look, Africa.
A French politician is worried that France can culturally become Africa in 2060?
Do
As
tell.
always, their mind is occupied by Africans, even though they have a lot on their plate. Let me read for you her exact quote. We'll come back and discuss. Marion Maréchal, a French politician and a former member of parliament, expressed fear that her country could be culturally dominated by Africa in the near future if action is not taken. According to her, the data indicated that if the current demographic curve continues, France could become assimilated into African culture and that her country could lose its influential relationship with the outside world. She said, quote, "It would be a France which would bear the same name but could no longer be the same, no longer the same culture, the same mores, the same relationship in the world." She sounds really stressed about the situation. And how did she even come up with the number 2060? What does that even mean, can culturally become Africa?
White supremacists are scared, boy. White people are scared, boy. This is a dog whistle, ladies and gentlemen. That's all this is. This is the same dog whistle they use over here when they were talking about all the low birth rates. It's a dog whistle. France has, as Miss Major pointed out, has a very long track record of being anti-black. We know this. They'll take a migrant in before they'll take an African in. And the Africans get treated like dog shit over there. We know this. Let's see. Tyrone Simpson. Get IT certificate project manager. Google has one for $600 3 months. Forget these minimum wage jobs with CDL. Yeah. STEM is the way to go. You'll never be out of a job. Trucking is another thing. You see what's going on. Truckers are in demand right now. You don't even have to drive an 18-wheeler. You can get a couple Sprinter vans. Start with one. Do some pickups across country. Build up your fleet. Be your own boss. That's why we don't have enough in this country. They're trying to kill off the small businesses. Be your own boss. But, But yes, culturally Africa. So they're openly telling y'all they don't like y'all, but y'all cool with that. All right, here you go. Our favorite coon.
To Tennessee and serve notice, we want that check. And
Hear you.
let me go ahead and say this right now. All of y'all ADOS, FBA, B1 folk who holler, cut the check, y'all ain't saying a goddamn thing about Tennessee State and the $500 million.
Oh, Lord.
It's amazing. I don't see none of y'all talking about the students at Florida A&M filing the lawsuit. So when y'all say cut the check, which check? And yeah, I'm calling you out by name, and I don't give a damn if you little fake-ass YouTubers make your own videos, but I keep telling y'all be running y'all damn mouths yelling out reparations. When is this not a form of it? How do you not fight for this? It's that they owe them $500 million.
Oh, this dumb ass. Okay, let's see. And Major, let's see. Before I get into it. Well, who is going to do the minimum wage jobs? Who's going to stock your local Walmart so you can buy the BS you want? People will do that job. Don't get it twisted. People will do that job. You pay them the correct wage, they will do that job. But we know Walmart's notorious for underpaying their staff and making them work long hours, just like Amazon. It's all about the labor cost. That's all it is. They want more profit. That's why they have low wages, higher hours. That way, yeah, the labor costs might be high, but the profit margin balances it out. Trust me, if Walmart wasn't making the profits they were making, you would see 9 to 5s. Oh yes, they are all on welfare. Oh well, not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them, but a lot of them are on welfare. They actually got exposed for that years ago, but do you really think Walmart's going to change? No. The Waltons are all billionaires. They're not changing. The company's worth over $1 trillion. They're not. No, is it over a trillion? Yeah, I think their market share is over $1 trillion. Yes, most of them do get food stamps. Yes. Well, let's talk about this asshole on the screen. Okay, Roland, since you don't understand, you know how this is very disingenuous, sir. This is very disingenuous. You know damn well what reparations are. You know that you sound like Mr. Browder, who said the Woman King was cinematic reparations. And Major said we have to redirect our money. I don't shop at Walmart, but too many of us do. I'm one of them. I don't shop there either. I shop black. I shop with black people and I work for black people. So I'm actually the job I just left. I'm moving over to go work for a black person. So I preach what I talk. I preach what I talk about here. But yeah, we got to get that message out more. But everybody has their horror stories allegedly of black people, so they don't want to work with us. Screw them. We'll get the few, the proud, the black dollar. But anyway, back to Roland. Roland, you know damn well what the reparations movement is talking about, and you damn well know what they're asking for. That is not reparations, sir. That is called a lawsuit. Lawsuit is not reparations. That's reconciliation. That's arbitration. That is not the same thing. And you know that. This is them coons again trying to conflate what reparations are. But okay, Roland, we're going to play the game. Because y'all know me. I love to play the game. Roland, I looked up your lawsuit, what you call reparations. I looked it up. Who wants to see what they're suing for? Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. State of Tennessee owes Tennessee State more than $500 million. Now, off the title alone, you think they owe them cash, right? You would think they had some deal going and they owe them almost $500 million. Okay, let's read. After withholding funding for decades, the state of Tennessee owes Tennessee State University, a public HBCU, well over $500 million. So it's more. Okay. The legislative committee determined that the state has failed to fund TSU matched land grants since the 1950s. According to NPR, the committee also believes the state has withheld anywhere from 154 million to 544 million from the HBCU, and they also believe that number is much closer to exceed the 500 million plateau. Let's see. Like racism. State Representative Howard Love Jr., TSM alum himself and chairman of the bipartisan committee, said he hopes TSU has a plan in place to address the funding shortfall they've been experiencing until they begin receiving these payments. Well, I mean, they've been doing it for 70 years. They've been operating, so I mean, they must have had a plan in place. But Roland, that's not reparations, sir. That's a lawsuit. That's money that was legislated on Tennessee's books that they haven't paid. That's not reparations, sir. That's what I mean. You guys are duplicitous bastards when you say things like that. You know damn well what the argument is. But there was something else in here, he said. I'm trying to.
with shit. And yeah, I'm calling
Okay,
you
so
out
that's
by
what it
name.
was. Florida A&M. Let's look up Florida A&M, folks. Let's look up Florida A&M and their lawsuit. Again, Roland, that's not reparations. That's a lawsuit. Even you said it. That's a lawsuit. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. I wish I could. It's one thing about Restream. I wish I could share multiple screens, but all right, whatever. Let's go. Okay, so here's the lawsuit. Roland Martin just wants attention. Laugh out loud. He's obviously been watching New Black Media. Oh no, he's called out Jason and Tariq and Vicky Dillard many times. Even in that clip, he said, "You fake ass YouTubers." He know what it is. This man got caught out, ladies and gentlemen, who remembers. He got caught out with his view count. All he does is do a live stream and then just cut the video up like 8 times and just repost clips just so he could spike the views, so he can make it look like his show is attracting people, and it's not. And besides, he paid for subscribers anyway, but we don't want to get into that. So here it is. Florida A&M students allege intentional discrimination by state in federal lawsuit. Now, this was September 22nd. Arguing that the state has failed to meet funding obligations and other commitments to Florida A&M University, 6 students on Thursday filed a potential class action lawsuit accusing state officials of intentional discrimination against a historically black college. The federal lawsuit alleged that the state has maintained a segregated system of higher education and that Florida's disparate funding and support for FAMU violated constitutional equal protection rights. The state of Florida, the Board of Governors for the state's university system, and Chancellor Marshall Kreiser are named as defendants in the federal lawsuit, which was filed in the Northern District of Florida. Yeah, I should have put DeSantis on there. The legal complaint also maintained that the state has FAMU obligations under a partnership agreement with the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights. The 5-year partnership agreement, which concluded in 2003, was aimed at increasing access for minority students at all levels of education. The plaintiffs, who are black FAMU students, like I had to make sure they were black, allege that the state has failed to fund and support FAMU in the same way as it has for majority white institutions. Well, did you really think Florida was going to fund you the same way they funded University of Florida or Florida State or the University of Miami or UCF or USF? Like, come on. But anyway. Throughout its history and up to the present day, Florida is purposely engaged in a pattern and practice of racial discrimination, principally through disparate funding that has prevented HBCUs, including FAMU, from achieving parity with their traditional white institution counterparts. The lawsuit highlighted the unnecessary duplication of FAMU's academic programs at TWIs, traditionally white institutions that are geographically proximate to FAMU. As an example, the complaint pointed to the FAMU College of Engineering, a joint engineering institution for the 2 schools. That's also with Florida State University College. Since the joint program was established in 1982, the number of FAMU students participating in it has decreased while the number of FSU students has grown, according to the complaint. Okay, again, that's a lawsuit, not reparations. I wish you would stop doing that. And Major said, TWI, that's who. Yeah, I guess they don't like saying predominantly white institutions anymore. Yes, I know we should ignore him, but when I usually do ignore Roland, unless he says something really egregious, like he said there. Well, let's continue. George Takei, Sulu from Star Trek. He said, back in 2017, many say we should go easy on the man, clearly not himself, probably suffering from early onset mental issues. But I say Trump is fair game. Okay, fair enough. 2 days ago, when you get to a certain age, it does become increasingly difficult to remember who is alive and who has died. It is not something younger people have to consider that often. Cut the president some slack already. Now, this is in regards to one of his friends who died, and he did a speech and was asking for her. But who cares? Anyway, Nick. He's moving into his apartment, and they say he can't decorate for shit. I hope he's trolling. Maxwell J. Jenkins, hello. Yes, it's not. I hope this guy's trolling. Why would you put the chest next to your door? And why are you sweeping carpet? This guy's got to be trolling. And why would you? I think this guy's trolling. He's clearly trolling. And Major, we're not going to assume that, but we're not going to assume that. Why do you? What? Dude. I think he was trolling. Because why would you have your TV? Why would you have your TV parallel to your bed? That doesn't make sense. But whatever. I think he was trolling. Here we go. Y'all will like this.
Give birth.
Let's play it
Dr.
again.
Kumar, can biological men become pregnant and give birth?
So men can have pregnancies, especially trans men.
I ain't never had a pregnancy a day in my life. I ain't never had a pregnancy in my life. I don't even know what a pregnancy feel like. We're good on that. How did they let this man in there? How did they let this man in there to say this? What? Fellas in the comment thread, y'all ever had a pregnancy, bruh? Y'all even thought about? Yes, he's wearing multiple. I think those look like hoop earrings. Why does his ears look like that? Anyway, and his nails are fresh. And he's sassy. Yeah, he good. We good. We good. You got it. Yeah, we good. I don't know if I'm gonna get hit with this, but we'll play it.
When I encountered a wild Karen.
If you walk up to me, I'll punch the shit out of you.
Go ahead.
What are you doing?
You're parking in a handicap
Bro,
spot.
shut up. I'm just delivering packages.
No, you are parked.
Bro, move!
I don't have to. You're on my property
Bro,
now.
if you don't get the f out the way, I'll
Come
knock
on.
you the f out, bro. Move! What's wrong with you? Got the right one today. What the fuck is you talking about?
You know how them Amazon people. This Major said I had 2 pregnancies. I can show you men can't get pregnant. Well, all right. There you go. RG Titan said nope. I wonder if he's going to classify. I bet you he does classify himself as non-binary. Yeah, she yes, sir. That's right.
See, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Yes, sir. She effed around and found out. But let's continue.
Mary,
Joseph, calm down. Joseph, calm down. It's complicated.
Hey, girl, you tell me say I'm a virgin.
Yes, because
you
I
tell me say I'm
a virgin. I am a virgin.
I look at dirty mechanic, me see her flirt with the other day.
What? Joseph, no. Ew.
Oh, do it, Mary. Oh, breed you.
I gotta breed me.
God, hey, girl, you want me licking in your... Me look like idiot to you. You can't manage my penis. Oh, you gonna manage a God penis.
Hello, look at furniture, man. Don't start with me.
Forward, we got a clinic.
Hello, for what?
We're gonna abort that.
We're not aborting Jesus.
What?
Listen, out of my fault. God choose my good up.
All right. You got that. God breed me. Yes, sir. I breed me. Y'all will like this. Y'all will like this. Where is the sound? Oh, all right. There was no sound. Just wait for it. Yoink. Yeah. She was so hurt. Man, come on now. Now, y'all know damn well y'all ain't... Yeah. Girl, you know you in the middle of a hurricane and you got on a hat and your jacket hood is not up. You know better than that. Yes, she was wrong as hell for not securing that wig. You know better than that. Come on. Let's continue. I played that one already. Y'all will like this. Now, we all know what these are. These are attachments for one of them screwdrivers, electric, whatever. So this white woman found it and said, was at the gas station and found these bullets on the ground. So I took them home, did some research, and found out they're from an automatic assault rifle. Really? People make me sick. How are you just going to let these kind of things lie around? Shaking my damn head. How are those bullets? Yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, this legendary video. I never got to speak on it, but let's go.
Everyone thinks it is. So we are out in the middle of the desert. We're driving along, and I see a car that's broken down, and there's a black man. Now, there is not a whole lot of black people here in Idaho, right?
Not a lot.
So I'm thinking nobody else is probably going to stop to help this man. So I'm just like, you know what? We should stop. We should stop and help this man.
No, we shouldn't.
I'm like, what? And she's like, oh. I was like, no one else is going to stop.
Not my problem.
And I'm like, come on, we got to help this guy out.
No, we don't.
See,
No, the fuck we do not.
So see, I just got to say, like, right now, like, she said we already had too many black people in the car.
Niggas already in this little vicinity. It's too many.
She said ninjas.
Ninjas.
That was ninjas for anyone that she has a speech impediment. It was
I a little slow.
Anyway, she wouldn't let me stop. She wouldn't let me help the guy.
No. You know how much hotter it would be in this vehicle if we put that black man in here?
And then I just know her because I know she's gonna be like, well, what do we get robbed?
And if we did, I'd blame it all on him because you was the one.
We'd be sitting there and I'd just be looking over like, okay, that was my bad.
Yep, your fault.
I don't know what I just can't deal with these racists. These racists over here.
Racist people out
Racist.
there. Tell me about it.
They just rude. Just disrespectful.
Now, what she doesn't know, we're driving back the same way. If he's still there, I'm stopping.
He can try.
I'm stopping.
I'm gonna push the gas pedal.
Sorry, triple coup. Anti. Yeah. Yeah. And Major said no comment. Oh, I got some comments. That forehead she got is crazy. That's number one. Number two, why is this white man covering up the top of his teeth? I only saw the bottom. I'm pretty sure when we talk, everybody sees your teeth. Why are you covering up your top teeth? Your mouth does not hang down that much. Number three, if, and that's a big if, she come up missing, I am going to bypass that story. Number four, that weave is very bad. She need to get that fixed. Her edges are not, they're not working. Number five, that car got to smell like unfiltered cigarettes, Old Mayo, and divestment tears. Number six, she know damn well she ain't seen no black man break down. Ain't no way. Not saying that it couldn't happen, but there ain't no way. She just wanted an excuse to get that white man the pass to say the N-word. And at least he knew his TikTok would give him hell if he said the N-word. So he let her say it. Yeah, they are perfect together. Fuck them both. Let's move on. I hope when it snows, their roof caves in. Shout out to Red Joker. And shout out to Juicy Genius for putting this up. Now, I'm hearing this next video was in Chile, but they claim this was in Florida. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it was in China. Okay, there you go. That's what y'all saw. Oh, y'all will love this.
Oh, what is she doing?
No,
this is
she's
a Karen.
not. No. No, she said it on.
We're gonna ease back the music because we have music behind.
Okay, here we go. She got it. She got it on the right side this time.
She got to be on a narcotic. She takes wine with her pills. Somebody can't be this dumb. She can't be this dumb.
She just got
I feel like she's trolling.
Here we go. She's got it. Where is she going?
She's doing a, she just did a circle.
She's got to be trolling. She's got to be trolling. Who put her up to this?
Did you hear him? Oh, there she found the gas tank.
Side. I mean, it's on the correct side.
That's the right side.
That's the correct side. She's got the gas tank.
She did.
Yes. Okay.
Oh!
Yes? Yes? Okay, she has it.
She literally had it encircled around. That guy's judging her so hardcore. Is it the worker? Yeah. Yeah!
She got to be trolling, folks. There's no way. She drove around for like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to pump gas. She got to be trolling. But let's continue.
Oh, that's not gonna, honey, that's not gonna reach.
Oh.
We move down. Who wants to hear Ron DeSantis?
19 Project is a CRT version of history. It's supported by the New York Times. They want to teach our kids that the American Revolution was fought to protect slavery, and that's false. We know why the American Revolution was fought. They wrote pamphlets. We saw them dump tea into the Boston Harbor. We saw them meet in Philadelphia, and we have the records of why they revolted against King George III. And so it was the American Revolution that caused people to question slavery. No one had questioned it before we decided as Americans that we are endowed by our Creator with unalienable rights and that we are all created equal. Then that birthed abolition movements. So you can't teach history that's being used to pursue an ideological agenda. You can't teach that the foundations of our country were somehow evil.
You can't teach. Say that again.
For example.
Wait, say that again.
We're somehow.
Say that again.
Teach that the foundations of our country were somehow evil. You can't teach that the foundations of our country were somehow evil. You can't teach that the foundations of our country were somehow evil. You can't teach history that's being used to pursue an ideological agenda. You can't teach that the foundations of our country were somehow evil.
And this is who the scumbags on the white right want as president. You know what I heard in that family? You know what I heard, folks? He's pissed off that California is getting them reparations thing, and the first state on the East Coast that's going to go hard is Florida. He hears those reparation bells coming. He hears it. He's trying to get ahead of it. Hey, DeSantis, let's play the game. I'm Kid Gravity. You and I haven't been formally acquainted. Sir, how many of your institutions in Florida are teaching them kids about, oh, I don't know, the Seminoles? We'll start there. That's easy. Bet you're not teaching that real history. Okay, we'll go a little harder. How many of your institutions in Florida taught about Rosewood, sir? How many school kids know about Rosewood? That happened in your state. Because clearly you're immortal. So you saw what happened during the American Revolution. You saw this. Even though you're of Cuban descent, but you know, you saw this. I'm asking a question, sir. He's saying cloud. Welcome. None. Exactly. Y'all want to run around here talking about CRT all day. CRT is a great buzzword for y'all. Y'all don't want to teach history because it's the same thing that woman on Jason Black's show last year said, why they don't teach Garvey in Jamaica. You don't want a whole bunch of people knowing their history and making a decision off of that. Y'all will not teach the history of Florida down there, how they had their rebellions, their uprisings, how they damn near built that state by themselves. Y'all don't want to teach that because that'll go a long way in their reparations claims. And that's actually documented on the books down there. Yeah, I want to play the minority game. And when I mean the minority game, I'm talking about the Caribbean game. That ain't going to work. You the type to say, hey, all the Caribbeans that are here, they created Florida, not the Black Americans that were already there. We're not playing this game. We're not playing this game. Talking about teaching evil. Yes, ma'am. Stay safe out there. Stay safe out there. American history has a lot of evil in it. And you have to teach it. People need to get the full flavor of it. That's why you have a lot of ignorant people that show up on these TV screens talking about history and don't know what the hell's going on. And this is why you won't bring people who are well versed in history onto these platforms, because those people would get embarrassed, the people that y'all prop up. I mean, it's cool if you all Cubans matter. That's cool. But come out and say that. Don't lie and say that American history isn't evil. But that's y'all. Let's keep going. Oh, this legend. Y'all will have fun with this.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, sorry to bother you. I'm Fernando. I work with Peak Energy. We're a few doors down. We're in 1845.
Okay.
So we do solar around here. We're just coming around talking to niggers. Sorry, dude. Neighbors. I apologize, man. I know. No, man, that wasn't even...
Yeah. Gotta love it. Just let it all come out, folks. So we know how to deal with you. Just let it all come out. And he was scratching his head because he know he finna lose his job. But let's continue. Nah, I'm good on that one. Nah. Oh, yes. Queen Coon.
To rise in
Now, this is old Tamika Mallory, folks. Tamika Mallory, you know, the left's version of Candace Owens. Let's hear what old Tamika has to say. I wonder if she came in a Cadillac car.
rebellion. However, it is also part of the word revolution. And revolution means to act. It means that we must do something. That in order to be a revolution, you must be a fighter. There's a counter-revolution happening against us every single day. These people want a racist, sexist, fascist society, and they're fighting like hell for it, and we better fight like hell for what we want. Because you see, Ray Ray is counting on us to revolt. And Keisha is counting on us to revolt. Jesus is counting on us to revolt. Malik is counting on us to revolt. TT is counting on us to revolt. They asked me, what do I want them to say about me when I close my eyes? I want them to be clear that no matter what, no matter how I looked, no matter whether I was right or wrong, every time I went into the fight, I came out bloody and bruised because I will not go down like a punk with my back bent. I will stand up straight and I will fight back. And we ought to be standing next to one another, fighting no matter our differences, no matter how much we may not be feeling it. We are responsible for going forward and revolting.
So this is what we do now. So we're just going to use every ethnic name we can find. We're just going to gaslight. We're just going to move the goalposts. We're just going to do everything possible to not say a word. You spent almost 90 seconds in that clip saying nothing. You claim the racist, sexist, fascist society. Ma'am, you got 6 figures from George Soros. You should not be talking about fascism. Ma'am, you're under the pocket of white feminists. You should not be talking about sexism. I'm sorry, white and AAPI feminists. I'm sorry, I forgot that part. You shouldn't be talking about sexism. On this thing of racism, that one is just hilarious to me. Because you talk about racism, ma'am, yet you were palling around with a suspected white supremacist and Sean King, and I'm going there. And you were cool with that. You got paid by Rock Nation. I'm not even going to mention who runs Rock Nation. You don't believe there is racism. You don't believe that, ma'am. When you sold out to Cadillac and the Super Bowl, aka the NFL, you officially told the Black Grassroots that you were sitting there for decades fighting for since you, what did they say, since you were 16 or whatever? Al Sharpton's goddaughter. You gave up your right to talk about racism because you took a check from Cadillac, ma'am. The same Cadillac who ran outside and said they didn't create the Escalade so rappers can have them in their music videos. That's who you took a check from. The NFL, who has consistently not hired black coaches, black head coaches, who has a whole rule called the Rooney Rule on the books they don't even follow. But your wannabe activist ass shows up there at the first Super Bowl that is allowed outside with fans to tell everybody in that stadium and around the world, give them a performance. And until free. Same woman who lied when I asked her, are you part of BLM? You said no, yet you have BLM on your profile. Interesting. Yeah, man. We were. I was done with you the first time I saw you. I said there was something off about you, and this was way back in 2017 when you went viral. Nah, we good on you. We're good. You could sell that shit somewhere else. Let's continue. I should have put this in my Black Women Think piece video. I should have. We all have black children, I think, or sisters and brothers. How the hell did they get up here? I need this explained to me. How did they get up here? How? They're on top of the fridge with their tablet. How did they get up there? I'm more intrigued by the teamwork. But let's continue. Yeah. Those who don't know, a rat fell in the fryer and he fished it out. I'm good on that. I don't even want it no more. I don't even want it no more. Here's your man Biden again.
Everybody under 15. Come here.
Why do you want the under 15? That white boy looks scared as hell. M2, he do not want to be there right now. That third one was a little too damn happy. Oh Lord, he put that little girl right back there. Oh Lord. Oh no. Oh Lord, this is creepy. Yeah. Nah, we good on that. That's y'all's man. Bisexuals, that's your man. That's your man. This was funny. Call it the West African version of Rough Riders. Oh, he said, "Holy." Nancy.
You have been fighting deportation?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You do not.
They're giving her this word.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You are a liar. You are a liar.
Wow. All right. Go ahead. Y'all got it. Democrats are deporters. All right. You know what? We'll end it off there, folks. We'll end it off there. That was another Twitter things. Keep Biden away from your little kids, please.
Insult to my existence.
Another show in the books, folks. All right. I want to thank everyone for listening. Hopefully, I imparted you with some information. Everyone out there, take care, stay safe, and just remember, do this to the white supremacists.